What's up, guys, and welcome back to New York, where, well, we literally just had like two of the worst games of our season. I mean, we just gave up like 4 solo shots to the Detroit Tigers, so not exactly the high point of our season. But that's neither here nor there because we still ended up picking up 2 victories, one against Kansas City and one against Detroit. Again, not necessarily pretty games by any standard, but still wins. And we ended up winning 8-5 against Detroit and then 11-5 against Kansas City, but again, we gave up too many runs, way too many hits, and especially in the Kansas City game, didn't pick up many strikeouts. But we're going to try to improve that. However, I don't know how easy that's going to be because our schedule is not getting any easier. Because it looks like we're in line to pick up this first game against Philadelphia on Monday. And again, Philadelphia is 34-13 and currently the leader of our division. So again, not going to be an easy game. And then we'll probably end up picking up one of these games against Minnesota in this 3-game set over the weekend. And especially since this is going to be on a road trip, not necessarily extremely hopeful, but we're going to go out there and do our best. And again, I'm really happy that we're actually going to get a chance to face Philadelphia because, again, they're one of the best teams in the league right now, and I really want to face the best, you know? I feel like that's going to make us a better pitcher, and it'll teach me how to be able to strike out some better hitters as well. So it's going to be nice that we're going to face a pretty big challenge here as we end up winning the series against the Angels. And thankfully, we have a lot of hitters that are hot right now, especially at 3, 4, 5 in our order. However, they have a couple guys who are hot right now too. Yeah, unfortunately, Brandon Marsh, Harper, and Real Muto are all hot right now. And my goodness, man, dude, this lineup is just fucking stacked. Honestly, Jock Peterson is the worst player in their lineup. He's their DH at 74, but everyone else is in the 80s or even the 90s. So I know I said I wanted to face, one of the best teams in the league, but honestly, I'm a little nervous going into this one, especially since we're going into Philly, but let's see if we can pick up the win. It's our first time pitching in this ballpark too, so let's see how good this place is for us. As we start out with the first pitch ball. That's not the way we want to start, but we're going to be able to get one in the zone here. There we go. The game's just coming right back to me. It's okay. Look at that. That's going to be a good one right there. And that's going to be a ground out. That's a really good way to start the game. We'll definitely take that with some weak contact. And now we're going to have to face Brandon Marsh. And this is where things are going to get a little difficult because, again, these next 2 guys are currently on a pretty good hot streak. And they're really good players regardless. So, it's going to be a little tough. But again, I said I wanted to beat the best, and these guys are definitely the best right now. So I think we could probably pick him up with a slurve right here. I wonder if we can get him down and in. Nope, we end up brushing him off the plate. My hope, though, is that brushes him enough off the plate that we can actually go for a changeup down and out, and we can get him to swing. Yeah, no, not quite. Yeah, just a little too much outside. But now we can try to rely on the split. Again, another good pitch for us. And, wow, he ends up getting a little piece on that. But that's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Oh, boy. And, yeah, I was kind of worried this was going to be a boss challenge. We're only at 9 home runs and 40 RBIs this season. Brother, you are extremely terrifying. I'm sure you're a really nice guy in person, don't get me wrong. But in this game, yeah, a little tough. So, honestly, we're going to record now with a pitch in the strike zone. Chances are we'll probably get something out of the strike zone because we really don't want to leave anything in the zone for him. But still, it'd be nice to be able to pick that up. And we get an equipment pack too. Imagine if we actually got something we could use in that. Hasn't happened really much all season, but hey, a man can dream. There we go. Can you believe it? 1-2 count. Now, how do we get him out? I'm going to try for that slurve again. We got to get redemption for Marsh. There it is. No, not quite. Swept across the zone, but didn't stay in. That's unfortunate. Maybe a down and out split. No. Yeah, he ain't going to swing at that. And unfortunately, Turner's up to bat next. We do not want to face him with Harper on first. So let's not walk him. Wow, we got bailed out on that one. That's not something you typically see from Bryce, but hey, we'll take that. I know, that wasn't in the strike zone. We end up failing the challenge, but fuck it. We struck out Bryce Harper. We'll take that. And we end up starting with a run. Oh my goodness, man. It's like Christmas. Can you believe it? And that's not good. We got a 96 speed guy over there on first. Someone who's probably going to steal second here. And there's not a damn thing I can do about it. Doesn't that suck? Oh, he's got 91 steal. My goodness. How are we going to... Oh my gosh. You know he's going on this pitch, right? No, he's not? Okay. He's saving it for an off-speed pitch, apparently. I'm going to go up and in with the fastball because that could potentially be one that he can get up on pretty quickly to throw him out at second. Yeah, that was going to be a tough one regardless, like I was going to say. Oh, not great. Oh, I kind of want to see this. He didn't even get a great jump on that. He's just way too damn fast. Way too damn fast. That is not someone we want on the base paths. With no outs. There it is. It's a good strikeout. That's a good way to start. We got one out now. We just have to make sure that he doesn't get to third without two outs. There we go. It's a really good pitch right there. Let's see if we can get Bohm out. Really good pitch right there, too. Now, if we can strike him out, bro, we're in a good spot. Let's get him. That was a good pitch, though. Honestly, on an 0-2 count, that's where we need it to be. There it is. Actually, again, maybe not a strike, but that was definitely where we needed that pitch to be as well. Need to be a little better on 2-2. And he ends up fouling that one off. That was down and in. I know we don't have much confidence with the slurve right now, but maybe we can. That's what I'm talking about. 2 strikeouts. And now, hopefully, we're not going to have to worry about Trey over there on second. But Real Muto is on a hot streak right now, too. So, let's not give him anything good to hit. I don't know if he likes down and in or not, but we're going to hope not. Okay. 2-0. We need to get a ball in the zone. Oh, he's going to score on this one. There's no way you're going to throw him out. Yeah, not with that wild-ass throw. No. Yeah, that's going to be a run. And again, we even said that he was hot right now, so we had no one to blame but ourselves. Thank you for getting there. Why couldn't that have happened on the last pitch, you know? That's okay. We end up giving up a run. It's a tie game. Let's hope that we can just keep it there at 1 run. Especially since we would need that to even potentially be in line for the win. That's a borderline strike, but we do not quite get that. But we can keep this one in the zone. He ends up swinging at that one, looking fastball all the way because he was way early on that. There we go. That's really good because that's going to set up for a slurve down and away on a 1-2 count. Sit down. Yikes. No. Yeah, yikes. Okay. We can't do much about that. That's a well-placed hit on that. And yeah, I know that's a base hit. That is unfortunate for us. That's okay. We got Lowe. Josh Lowe or Josh Lau? I know you can pronounce that 2 different ways and 2 guys in the MLB do that. So, I don't know which one it is, but we need to make sure to get grounds into a double play. Or we just strike him out. And it looks like it is going to be the former. Let's go. Sorry, I had to wait there, right? Just because he actually had some pretty good speed. And with how long that double play was taken, I wasn't 100% sure they were going to get it. Oh, yeah, he ended up kind of having to throw off his back foot a little bit. But, nope. That man is still Lindor over there, and he is still a damn good shortstop. So let's just get Marsh here ourselves. That's a gift that he didn't swing at that one. But we can get the split. We're not throwing that well. I want redemption. And we still don't get it. That's alright. We can go fastball now. I still want to be able to establish the outside corner. And thankfully enough, he ends up grounding out to first. Unassisted 3. I love that. And still a 1-1 game. And still a 1-1 game. Sorry. Broken record, I know. Oof. Alright, I totally forgot this was BRYCE for a second. So we got lucky on that he didn't swing. Okay. Okay. Now question is, can we strike him out twice? We're about to find out. We cannot, but he is not getting a hit on us. I love to see that. And here in the fourth, still 1-1 game. 1 out. Feel pretty good. There we go. We always seem to get a little better in the later innings. Alright, Trey. Yikes. Okay, that's fine. He may be 1 for 1, but he's about to be 1 for 2. Beatty was playing so far in. Well, I mean, I guess he was looking out for the bunt. You know, with him, I get that. That's totally fine. All right, Jock. Good pitch. There we go. I'm going to go fastball up and in again just so we could potentially throw him out over there at second. Yeah, that was actually a good jump that time. Dude, he is so dangerous on the base paths. Why is Trey Turner just so damn good at the game of baseball? There we go. Okay, we got 2 outs. He's still on second, so even a base hit... Well, no. Let's be completely honest here. A base hit would definitely score him. There's no way that something to the outfield would not end up allowing Trey Turner to score from second. Let's be 100% honest. Even if you're not a Phillies fan, you need to admit that, you know? Oh my gosh. And we give up the tie. That's the the leading run right there. That was a really bad pitch. Again, we have no one to blame but ourselves on that one. But that does give us a slower guy over there on first. A very lucky strike. And hopefully we can get Real Muto out, which we do. Thank you very much. Another unassisted over there at first. And thankfully we get out of that one, but not before they end up scoring. Sorry, I'm so down right now. I can't believe we gave up the tie. But look at that. The offense just picks us right back up. And now it is a brand new game yet again here in the 5th inning. Although we shouldn't quite say that because, you know, we only have 4 opportunities to hit now, and they still have 5 because they still have to hit this inning. But the way that we're pitching, I'm pretty happy right here against Bryson Stott. Let's see if we can get him right here. We do. A really great at-bat right there. And like I said, we find ways to pick it up later in the game for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but we find a way. All right, Rojas. We got 9 stolen bases this season. All right, in that case, we can't allow you to get on as we bounce the circle change in. Go fastball up and in. I'm not going to say anything. Ooh, let's go. We need to get redemption for that if we don't pick up the fastball down and in. Or was this a changeup? One of the two. Not quite sure which one I hit. Thankfully, we end up having that be a foul ball. And now we can actually get redemption with that slurve now. Down and away. There it is. He should have swung at that one. Hell, I would have swung at that one. And again, I was a pitcher. You know how well we all hit. And you know what? I'm going to say one thing too. Saying that pitchers aren't athletes is absolute bullshit, man. Come on. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand why and all that kind of stuff. But no, man. To say we aren't athletes, you can go fuck yourself. Either way, let's see if we can strike out Josh here on the split. Down and... No, absolutely not. And that's my karma for telling people to go fuck themselves. But that's alright. Let's get him with the split here again. Let's get redemption and finish him. Sit him down, baby. That is the second strikeout. Second or third strikeout of the inning? I think it was the second. Who gives a shit? Either way, we get out of that one. Still a tie game. And it is still a tie game. Let's get Marsh out of here. That's not what I meant by get him out of here. That's a home run. And honestly, I don't know what happened on that that one shouldn't have been right down the middle. I kind of had that one set up down and away. But no, that's not the case, and now Bryce is up. And this crowd is energized. And you know how Philly is. It's a little scary. Let's go up and in. Yes, sir! I know, man. I'm actually pretty upset at that for you. Let's go split down and away. 3 straight strikes. Harper goes down. Why couldn't we do that to Marsh? 7 strikeouts, though. I'm actually pretty proud of that. Like I said, we pick it up later in the game, and this one is definitely no different. Trey, you are not going to get another base hit on me. I almost ate my words right there, but thankfully we didn't. And now we got 2 outs, and now we can just face Jock with no one on. It's the first time we've done that since last season. And that is just a really quick inning right there. We get through 6. We're still down by 1, but we have no one to blame but ourselves. Way to go, Marsh. Good home run on that one. And I can't believe he takes us out on that. Although I didn't see what our pitch count was, so maybe it's actually warranted. But we get through 6. We're in line for the loss unless for some reason we picked up a couple in the top of the 7th. But I'm not quite sure that happened. It did not. And we end up picking up our 2nd loss of the season. And unfortunately, we end up losing to an eventual potential Cy Young candidate here in Spencer Turnbull, 7-1 this season. I was hoping that we were going to be able to go out there and show that we could be better than him, but it's not the case. And but you look at that, we actually have 62 strikeouts this season, first on the team. On a team with Senga, Cease, and a couple other guys too, so pretty proud of that. Turnbull actually only threw 1.2, but, that's actually really interesting. I'm actually kind of confused at that. But either way, hey, you know what? He picks up his 7th win. We pick up our 2nd loss, and unfortunately, we drop to the Phillies 3-2. So not ideal, but you know what? At least we kind of stepped up and showed that we can at least hang with the Phillies. You know? So that's the positive we'll take from it. Kind of BS a little bit, I know, but what can you do? Really hoping that we can actually pick up a couple wins here too. So it looks like we're probably going to take the Saturday game against the Twins. And honestly, looking at our rotation right now, it looks like Cease might be injured. I'm actually going to check that quickly because that's honestly a little rough. And unfortunately, he does have a broken hand. He's only on the list for 6 more days, so he'll come back soon, but it does look like he's going to miss another start, potentially 2. But that just means that we need to really kind of bear down and pick up some wins as we end up picking up 3 against Philly. So unfortunately, we're the only loss, but that's okay. Ken, what do you have to say to me, man? I'm a little worried here. Okay, how am I doing, man? What are you thinking? What are you gonna say? I'm glad you are. We're actually striking out a lot of guys, though, right? Thank you. I'm just waiting. 4 of those came in 1 game, okay? And the last one was just a fluke, I guess. I don't know. But that's fair. Okay. At least we get the 2x bonus to all attributes over the next couple games, so we can deal with that. That makes me pretty happy. Hopefully we can end up improving a lot of our stats pretty quickly, and we can climb to over this 80 mark that we seem to be at for the last X amount of weeks. Looks like we picked up the first game against Minnesota, which is great, and that means that we need to pick up a win here against this ice-cold lineup. My goodness, and wow, a lot of guys on this team that I was not expecting to see on Minnesota. First of all, Cole Ragans is 0-7 right now. It's not throwing horribly in terms of strikeouts, but a 7.19 ERA. Let's hope that our team can really just kind of jump all over them, as we see a couple other guys in the lineup that I wasn't expecting to see in our lineup either. Looks like we're kind of throwing the B squad out there. But either way, looks like Royce Lewis, Jazz, Jonathan India, Anthony Santander, and Cooper Kinney are all ice cold right now. We are going to have to worry about Tristan Casas and Alex Kirilloff, but I think we can match up pretty well against these guys. If we only gave up 3 runs against Philly, I think we can give up less to Minnesota. So let's hope that that's going to be the case. Unfortunately, we are back on the road, though. We are at Target Field here in Minnesota. It's honestly not a bad stadium. And pains me to say that because, again, I am a White Sox fan. And, you know, that rivalry between Minnesota and us. But, honestly, we suck this year, so I have no leg to stand on. So, beautiful stadium. Either way. Alright, TJ, let's see if we can start off the game on a good foot with you. There we go. It's a strike to start. And that is actually going to be a base hit, so not a good start. Okay, I shouldn't have talked all that trash at the beginning. The one positive that we have here is the fact that we do have one on the board. And that's really good. There we go. That's going to be a double play. Hard hit ball to third. 5, 4, 3. Get the fuck out of here. And now we got 2 outs. Would you look at that? And now we got Royce. Come on now, buddy. What you got on me? Absolutely nothing. Can you believe that's only, what, 3 pitches now? Man, we are definitely being extremely efficient. Granted, that last one did not help out at all. We've thrown more pitches to Royce than we have to the rest of the team so far. So let's actually see if we can finish with that split down and out. Maybe if we would have actually thrown that down and out. That's not the case. They're going to get him at second? Why would you send him? That happened when we played Miami. Remember, they ended up sending Jake Berger to home and we ended up tagging him out at home? Why would you go to second on that one? Out by an absolute mile. But we need to do a lot better than we did in that last inning. We got bailed out by a double play and someone running when he shouldn't have. So, again, we can't count on that every inning. Thankfully, it's going to be a ground out. It's only got 16 speed. No shot he's going to be able to dig that one out. All right, though. Come on, Jeffers. Help me out here. Thank you. Not what I meant by helping me out, but if it's a strike, it's a strike. We'll take it. That's a good pitch. Honestly, that's where we needed it to be, though. That was the spot that we wanted, and we hit it. It just so happened that it wasn't a strike. But he ends up swinging at the one that was much worse than that one. And that one as well. And now we push it to a 1-2 count. Let's go change up down and out. Sit him down. No, because he's not going to swing at one that is in the other batter's box. Let's go fastball up and in. There it is. Well, we jammed him. And that's just going to be a pop out in foul territory over to the third baseman. And that's how we get out of the second. No strikeouts so far, but you know what? Minus the 2 hits, relatively harmless. But our offense is not scoring much. But I'm hoping they're kind of like us and they just do a lot better later in the game. They did not score many for us in the last game, which is why we end up losing 3-2. But still, they've been pretty reliable this season. We've been having we have a really good record so far. Thank you for swinging at that, Jonathan. I don't know why you did. Let's go fastball up and in to finish it. But yeah, we've had a really good record this season, so very proud of what we've been able to do and what this offense has been able to do too. And there's that strikeout. That's the one that we needed. All right, Santander, help me out here too. Thank you. By swinging at that thinking that that was going to be a fastball. That was not a fastball, spoiler alert. And the split is unfortunately too far down. Sorry, man. That couldn't have hurt, man. That was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I totally forgot that we were out of the stretch. But we baited him into being thrown out at second. That was the plan the whole time. That was the plan the whole time. Yeah. No one say anything, please. You didn't see that. There we go. Great pitch right there. Cooper Kinney. Let's see if we can get him down on strikes. Only because I do not want to face the top of the order with someone on base. But there we go. We end up getting out of the inning. It actually looks like a pretty full crowd here. But, oh, never mind. I shouldn't have looked up in the nosebleeds. And our offense puts up a run. Wait, that actually happened earlier, didn't it? Either way, though, really good first pitch right there. All right, TJ. There we go. Thank you for not swinging at that. That one could have been bad. Circle change has been working. Let's get him down and out with that. Oh, no. Okay. He didn't swing at that. That was a borderline one. That could have been really bad for us. And there we go. Set him down. All right, TJ. Thank you for giving us our second strikeout of the game. Karloff, you gave us a good double play earlier. How about you give me a strikeout too? We could really use it. Like, really, really use it. Okay. Well, my bad. And he was one of the guys that's on a hot streak, wasn't he? Nice work, Wally. You're doing great. And that's going to be a gapper. He's got 69 speed. He'll definitely make it to second. And let's just not have the wheels fall off, huh? Tie game. Not good. But we got Casas up. There we go. If we can get the strikeout here, I'm going to feel better. Alvarez, I thank you so much for that. I appreciate the encouragement, but, bro, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. If I say that enough, it's going to be true. Great pitch. And now, I'm going to go slurve down. Finish him here. Set him down. That is a shitty call. I mean, don't get me wrong. That was probably the right one, but just bad for us. And pushes it to a full count. Alright, let's go split. Finish him off here. Finish him off and send him to first. First walk allowed. Alright. At least it sets up for a double play. And the guy on first and the guy up to bat are not necessarily the fastest guys. So, let's find a way to make it work. Or let's just hit him with the strikeout. Or have him just foul that off. And I need redemption for that because that was a really bad slurve. There it is. Like I said, we need a redemption for that. And now we got 2 outs. And we got a boss challenge against Jazz. All right, buddy. What are we going to do? How can we end up picking up the best possible scenario here? So all we have to do is strike him out with a pitch in the zone. As long as we don't give up a base hit, honestly, that's when I'm going to be happy. Why are you pointing at me again, man? We just struck someone out. I don't know why we're getting that. So it's not a strikeout, but you know what? It's a ground out. We get out of it. Yes, we gave up a home run again, but still 1-1. We'll take it. And that is how the score is going to remain, at least for the time being. Bottom of the 5th now. Let's see if we can get Jonathan out here. I know you were Rookie of the Year at one point, but it's all right. We're gonna look to embarrass you here. There it is. He did not want to offer it that. Well, he wanted to. He just didn't. There's a difference. There we go. Nice ground out. Over to first. Let's get out of this one. And now we just got to face Santander now. We just can't hit him this time. That's the main thing. And we don't. We have him ground out over to second base. That's going to be 2 outs. And it looks like this might be a pretty quick inning. As long as we can get Cooper out pretty quickly. Come on now. There we go. And as long as we get borderline strikes, we're going to be even better. Change up. Look, even if he didn't actually swing at that, that was such a weak offer that we should have gotten. Why did he end up diving, like, before the ball even, like, got to him? It was like right off the bat, he was already diving. But alright, TJ, we already struck you out once. Let's see if we can do it again. It's a good start right there. We need that. Let's see if we can keep going down and out. Let's see if we can just keep pounding that part of the zone. We can't. That circle change is not going to clip the zone. Good play. But unfortunately, he is safe at first. Way to dig that one out. That's fair. Nice play by the shortstop. That was actually good to see. But what's not good to see is the fact that with 2 outs, they've gotten 2 base hits in a row. And we are getting him to a 3-0 count. I know, man. Don't worry. You've been kind of getting on my nerves all day. There we go. I don't know why he had the green light on 3-0. But 3-1, 3-2, and 3-3. Oh, I can jump? Cool. What's not cool is that we just gave up a 2 RBI double. And here I thought that we had completely, like, figured this game out. That's the one you ground out on. Why was that not to the last hitter? Why was that not to the last hitter? And now it's a 3-1 game. We're going to pick up this loss, aren't we? Probably, because we bring Brooks in. And you don't bring Brooks in... Well, I guess he has been bringing him in when we actually have the lead. He's got 11 holds. Let's see if he can at least take the win for us. Bro, and our offense just didn't put it back together. Another pathetic game. Guys, we need to get back on track here. Because that is the second game in a row where we just kind of let the wheels fall off a little bit. We had a lot of innings where we just didn't do well. You know, and it's very unfortunate because, again, after, like, the 2 preceding videos before this last one that came out, we looked really good. We were going into the 7th inning. We were striking out more batters than, like, innings we were pitching. So I thought we figured it out, but that is not the case, and we end up picking up this loss here. And it's really hard to see the fact that we lost to the Phillies, then we won 3 against the Phillies, 1 against Minnesota, and then lost our next start. We were doing well until we came back in. But it looks like our next start is going to be against the Phillies again, but this time at home. So hopefully that's going to give us a little bit of an advantage. And then we're going to be taking on my favorite team, the Chicago White Sox in Chicago. Now, unfortunately, as you can see up there, our ERA has grown to 3.03, and that's rough because we were doing extremely well. We were in the low 2s, and now we've climbed up a little bit. 65 strikeouts, that's still not bad, but again, we really need to limit the home runs and everything like that too. So we'll go out next month. We'll look to see if we can take on Philly again, and let's see if we can take on the very struggling White Sox. It's like how they are in real life. It's pretty rough. Either way, though, thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.